battle of Heat 7, with England holding a standard 1-point lead. Peter Collins, who had not dropped a World Team Cup point in 3 previous meetings, was carrying the English flag in this one, as we join our commentary now by Dave Lanning.
And we move into the start of Heat number 7. Again, it's so very tight at the top. England 1 point clear of Poland at the moment, and in this race, Heat number 7, we have 3 former Heat winners. We have got Peter Collins on the inside in yellow and black from England. He won his first race. Bernie Persson from Sweden is next to him in the white-coloured helmet. He won it first time out as well. Jan Werner from Czechoslovakia is in grid 3, and another first-time winner, Edward Jankarts, on the outside in red from Poland. So Heat number 7 really absolutely poised on a knife edge. It's a subtle line. Here comes the start. Oh, a beautiful game from Collins. An absolutely magic start for Collins as Jankarts tries to go under him and Collins tries to lean back, and that was a superb first corner from Edward Jankarts. But P. Collins is not finished by any means. Poland in front, Collins in second place, and Peter Collins made the start, but Jankarts absolutely rode a magnificent first corner to go by, but Collins is chasing hard, and Collins trying the outside run around Jankarts. Jankarts holds a beautiful line. Collins trying the outside run. He has the gate closed on him. Again, he tries the outside. In third place, it is the Czechoslovakian. Peter Collins goes wide, loses ground. Jankarts stretching away. My word, this boy's on form this afternoon. Dives right. Collins is going to have to work very hard. They're on to the last lap now. And still going strong. Peter Collins tries the outside. Can't find any drive at all. Looks back. And the Polish crowd leaping, jumping, hopping about. So very, very delighted. Edward Jankarts really has ridden quite beautifully. Just listen to the crowd. Well, that means the poles have pulled level. A superb win, it must be said, for Jankarts over Peter Collins. There he is, Edward Jankarts, absolutely magnificent, and the kettle really on the boil now. Here we have Malcolm Simmons coming into line for Heat 8, the England skipper. The poles have pulled level, it's 14 apiece now, so an awful lot depending on Malcolm to find his old touch. He was a pretty disappointing third first time out, and this time he faces a Polish race winner in Jerzy Rembas. So looking across the line for Heat number 8, it's on the inside Tommy Nilsson from Sweden. Next to him it's Simmons in the yellow and black helmet colour. Then we have the pole, Jerzy Rembas, a tremendously impressive winner first time out. And on the outside is Alice Drimmel from Czechoslovakia. It should develop into a straight fight between Simmons and Rembas, and the tapes are being nudged and they're away this time. And it's the pole, Rembas leads it. Simmons is in second place, and the poles are going wild. A tremendous start from Jerzy Rembas, and the poles really mean business this afternoon. Dribble goes round the outside of Malcolm Simmons, but all the practice, all the hard work the poles have put into this 1977 World Final as Simmons jumps about a foot in the air coming out of that second corner. All the hard work beginning to pay off for the poles. Simmons is looking around for the Czechoslovakian dribble. But this is Heat number 8, and it looks like the poles are going to go into the lead for the first time. Well, Jerzy Rembas, his third World Final, rode at Norden and at White City last year. And Simmons, the England skipper, well, he's ridden in 3 previous World Finals, but he's a long, long way back. Goodness, these poles are really on top this afternoon. Here comes Rembas for 3 more points. Second place is Simmons. In third place is the Czechoslovakian Drimmel. The poles move into the lead, and it looks like they're going to take a bit of catching. Halfway through this 1977 World Team Cup final, the poles now in front on 17 points. England right up their exhaust pipes there on 16. Czechoslovakia on 8, the Swedes on 7. The English lads a point adrift on these flying poles, who really have looked in magnificent form. Very confident, very cool. They have got both Jankarts and Rembas unbeaten, and England really looking to have a lot to do in this second half of the 1977 World Team Cup final. Heat number 9, there's the lineup. On the inside, it's the Czechoslovakian Alice Drimmel. Next to him, Marek Cieslak from Poland. Then Michanek in grid number 3 from Sweden, and Peter Collins on the outside in yellow and black. Cieslak perhaps the least effective of the poles so far. Michnik made a hash of his first ride, but he got it together in his second ride. Collins will need to start quickly on the outside. Michnik trying to clog them through. They're away this time, and it is Collins and Cieslak, and it is the Czechoslovakian, and Cieslak got a frightful knock on that first corner, and it is Dribble for Czechoslovakia. Collins in second place, Michnik is third, the poles at the back, and that really was a hair-raising first corner as Collins tries the outside run on Alice Dribble, and this is a surprise. Well, there it is, it's Alice Dribble. We saw him in the long track final in Denmark. He did nothing so far, only 1 point, but it is so difficult to come from the back here in Wrocław, and he is showing it just why as he leads Collins and Michnik, and Peter Collins is working himself really through on the inside, and that was a tremendous corner from Collins. Oh yes, yes, yes. Collins just saw a gap there and drove through it and made a hole for himself, and now roars away, and this is good news for England. So Collins leads it. In second place it is Dribble, and the pole, Cieslak at the back, you can see there, right in the back of the field, is making a brave effort to get around Michnik. Cieslak tries the outside run, you can see there, Collins a long way in front. Is Cieslak going to get up? Not quite. So a most important win for Peter Collins from England and Bellevue. Second place, Dribble. Third place was Michnik, and Cieslak getting the bird from a back crowd at Olympic Stadium, Wrocław. Heat number 10 coming up under starters orders, and the England team manager, John Berry, gambles here with John Davis there on the inside coming in to replace Malcolm Simmons. There we have the Pole, Boguslav Novak. He'll be on the outside wearing the red helmet colour, and we're waiting for the rider in white, Wenger Janssen. So heat number 10, England have just got their noses back in the lead. They lead now 2 points, 19-17. This is heat 10. The lineup, as we look across from the inside, we have Davis making his World Team Cup final debut on the inside wearing yellow. Next to him we have Jan Werner from Czechoslovakia. Ben Janssen from Sweden is in grid 3, and the Pole Boguslav Novak on the outside in red. It's Davis on the inside replacing Simmons, and away this time, and it looks like Davis has made the start. Davis leads it. In second place, bursting between the Czech and the Swede, it is Novak, but Davis for England in his first World Team Cup ride out front. John Davis, and it looks like England's gamble may wait Carroll. So Novak does a frightful wheelie on the first corner there, keeps control magnificently. So here we go as they come into lap number. And a big hole down there on that first corner. Davis though is really keeping that throttle wide open. They're on lap 3 now. They've stretched out a bit. It is England, then Poland, then Czechoslovakia, and the Swedes very disappointing, a long way back. Davis, of course, the pin-up boy of English Speedway, member of the Reading Racers. We saw him so controversially eliminated from the individual World Championship at White City with a clash with Ivan Major, but Davis is going to make a most important contribution for England's cause here. 3 points there, 2 for Poland through Novak, 1 for the Czechs with Jan Werner, and England go further ahead, and that tactical change from team manager John Berry, bringing in John Davis there, really paying handsome dividends. Heat number 12. And just 2 points separating England and Poland. England on 23, Poland on 21, and this time the Poles produce the rider who really has been a real apple cup merchant here at the Olympic Stadium track. Jerzy Rembas, unbeaten, a young man with a big future in World Speedway. He really has been a surprise packet, unbeaten as yet, and looking very, very impressive. He has Michael Lee from England, young Mike Lee, 18. So heat 12 coming up into line. Lee on the inside, Václav Werner, Persson, Rembas, still so very, very much to prove here at this flat granite 387-metre Wrocław circuit. Lee comes into line. Can he hold the flying Jerzy Rembas? Let's see in heat number 12. Well, it's Michael Lee who got the start. Lee has got the start, and Rembas is at the back. Lee leads it. Rembas comes around into third place. In second place, it is Václav Werner. And now, indeed, it is Bernie Persson going under Rembas, and Rembas is at the back and being shut out. And the Polish crowd don't like this at all. So we have Michael Lee, remember he's in his first World Team Cup final, and this could be a crucial one for the Lions because Lee's in front, the English lads are 2 points up, and Rembas is at the back, and this really could open up a commanding lead for the Lions. What a lovely rider this Michael Lee is, only 18 years old, just a little bit unlucky to finish as far back as fourth in his first World Individual final, and really showing all his style and skill here at Olympic Stadium, Oslo. Well, Bernie Persson in third place, you can see there on that long shot. Bernie Persson is getting a bit complacent, but Rembas has made no impression. Lee's going to win it. Second place is Václav Werner. Third place is Persson. Rembas is at the back. The English contingent, just a handful of them. Very happy. There's Michael Lee, and that one could have an awful lot of effect on the destination of this 1977 World Team Cup. And now England in a commanding lead on 26 points, the Poles on 21, the Czechs on 16, and Sweden way back on 9 points. Heat number 13, remember, Jessup on the inside, hoping to anchor England. They're 5 points clear. Here's the start now. They're settling down. And it's Jessup and Trimble from second to back end. Jessup leads it. Roaring through on the inside comes Novak. In third place it is Trimble, and Trimble is going by the pole just about as though he dropped a chain. So Jessup in front, Novak and Trimble having a rare old tussle for second place, and now Trimble switches to the inside and Novak gets him up and is taken out wide, and now he locks back, and it's all happened in second place. But the thing that counts for the English fans here, and there are a smattering, is that Jessup's in front and Trimble goes very wide in second place, but he's holding Novak back, and England are going to increase their lead here unless Dave Jessup does something extraordinarily silly. Well, the Poles look so very impressive early on. They jumped into the lead for a stage, but now this England side, the anti-post favourites, bidding for their third win in 4 years. The last time we had a World Team Cup final here in 71 in Rostov, the Great British side won, and we wonder now if England are going to hold on. It looks like it. Jessup wins it, second place Trimble, and important second place for the Lions. Third place was Novak from Poland, and you can hear what the Rostov crowd think about that. A rather derisive whistle goes around, but not for Dave Jessup. Really a superb winner of heat number 13. Heat 14, the one that could wrap up the 1977 World Cup, because a win for Michael Lee could win it for the Lions, and the Poles, the Gamblers throw, bring in their reserve, Ryszard Papaszewski. There he is there on the inside, his first ever ride in a World Cup final. It couldn't have come at a more crucial time for the home nation. They're bidding indeed for their first win since 1969. They must win this one to stay in touch with England. They're 7 points clear, the Lions. Lee is in grid 2. In grid 3, it is Tommy Nielsen on the outside, Jan Werner. And it's Michael Lee who leads it. Michael Lee made the start. Papaszewski's in second place for Poland. In third place, it is Jan Werner, but it's Michael Lee going away. And this one could bring the World Cup back to England. Michael Lee has just got to stay there, and he's going away. What a sight to gladden every English heart here at Olympic Stadium, as into second place goes Jan Werner. Jan Werner comes around the outside there. He goes into second place. Michael Lee goes on unconcerned up front. Terrific battle for second place developing between the Czech and the Pole Papaszewski. But now we have young Michael Lee. This is one of the great fairy stories, surely, of World Speedway. This young man, in only his third full season of senior Speedway, here he is anchoring England to really a memorable and famous World Cup win on foreign soil. Michael Lee coming around the last corner. Once again, Britannia rule the tracks. Michael Lee wins it. In second place, it was the Czech Werner. In third place, it was the Pole Klabaszewski. The gamblers, bold throw, bringing in their reserve, didn't really pay off. There's Lee, and England once again atop World Speedway.
Yes, as Dave says, they certainly are. In heats 15 and 16, England consolidated their winning lead so superbly that they eclipsed the Poles by 12 points. Third and only 2 points behind the home team were Czechoslovakia, with the Swedes a long way back, taking the wooden spoon.